I started my business 10 years ago. I started working at home as a freelance when I was still working as an accountant. So I actually get a lot of freelance accounting job, and then I work from home. Then I slowly move into helping company to set up company. I involved in company secretary and also personal tax and company tax. So the first 1.5 years of my career, actually, I didn't have a Saturday and Sunday. I work all the way at home because it's very difficult to get people when you are working at home. You know, nobody wants to work in your house. So I struggled through the first 1.5 years, working until 3-4 a.m. You know, but during that time I'm much younger, but now I can't do it. So now my office is in Mid Valley. I slowly grow, and as I grow, I give a lot of personalized service to my client, and from referrals, I get my client base become bigger, and the value of the business from small companies now it turned out to be a lot of multinational and big companies actually appoint us in, because we are now a boutique. We are not too big, but we are not that small. We are a boutique accounting firm that provide two-tier services. One is for emerging SMEs, and one is for promising companies with 10 million turnover and above. And we have a handful of them. So for the emerging SMEs category, we are helping the company to comply with all the necessary taxes and company administration with the lowest cost. So we work together with some freelance accountants and freelance bookkeeping to help them do their bookkeeping services, while we help them to do the review and advisory work. So we try to lower down their cost of compliance and to be very cost effective for all the SMEs and accommodate to their growing needs. But for promising companies, we have a different approach. We are more holistic. We help them to raise capital. We help them connect through venture capitalists, and also sometimes we also go to the extent to help them connect to other businesses overseas, and through our network of accountants, we also try to get them, connect them to some government projects and government with connections to higher net worth people and all these higher profile companies. The future path of our growth is to, as I said, to remain cost effective. We actually started to give a lot of education and knowledge to our business community in 2014, when the government introduced about to introduce the GST. We actually published a book, I think 3 to 4 months before the GST was being implemented in 2015. So and very fortunately, in 2015, our company Asia Wizard, we got our first MSc status in terms of knowledge management. So what Asia Wizard does is to provide a lot of business compliance and knowledge to a lot of SMEs in the most cost-effective way. All right, to help them comply with at least 5 authority when you start a company, which is the GST, the customs, the IRB, the SSM, and PERCESO, and also EPF, right? So a lot of companies, they don't realize the moment they set up a company, they have to have so many all these obligations that they need to fulfill. So they need a very friendly way of advising them and to help them to comply with the business. So I believe everyone has his own talents, right? It's just a matter of getting yourself into the water and to try instead of spending time to analyze what is good for you. So the earlier you start in your career or to realize your dream, the better you gather all this experience. So learning is not just by reading in a book, but it's also experiencing, to get into the network, to get into the community, to try and error, to learn from experience. But personally, I have a lot of downfalls and up and down and up. So I would probably advise those people who are considering or having doubt to just try it. You know, when you are young, you don't have to worry so much. And one of the one of the realization I have is to, in anything in terms of expertise, you want to be an expert or you want to develop your talent, it is through a repetitive loop that what you do in your daily lives. So, for example, for my industry, if over the last 15 years of my career, I've seen through thousands and thousands of accounts. So, by having this repetitive loop in what you do, so you will automatically and naturally become an expert in your own field, right? So we hope that those the repetitive energy that you put into what you do actually will become the success factor for any future entrepreneur. So like I say, my business is to help a lot of business to be successful. I'm in a business to help a lot of other business to become better. So I would hope that a lot of young entrepreneurs or the future entrepreneurs to come out, and so it also means good business to me.